Hello guys and welcome to my first video. Today is me, Uditorium, you can see it here. Well, I've made it on German, so you can see here at least everything on German. Not that it's writing, but here, up there. Yes, I'll have the project to solve every puzzle study in lichess from anti-chess. I won't stream because you have installed their app that you can connect your lichess screen with the YouTube, and I won't do this installing their app because it would give clash with my parents. As you can hear, I'm 13, and yes, my English isn't that well. I've not the best grades. We are starting today with a nice study by Penny7. You can subscribe him. He's ASGM because he had won the AVCV 2024. He has made interesting anti-chess tricks by him. There you have the introduction, which we can skip, but it has a nice puzzle. You can see here the rook can't move anywhere. The bishop won't take him. Now we can go through there and get rid. I'm making at least, you can see it has 49 chapters. I'm making today 10. I'm making the first part 10, in the second part 10, in the third part 10, and at least 8. And yes, if I'm not wrong, fourth part 10, I don't care. So, well, we have here a bishop and a rook, a king and a pawn. Let's ignore successfully the message from Bayeritera. We have to promote our pawn, and I think we have to start moving with the bishop, otherwise it would be a draw. So let's get rid of him in the only position. And now he gave such an obvious tip. And we get rid of a knight. That's a really nice puzzle. Yes, the cleaver. We have to promote our pawn here, and we have this pawn and a bishop and a king. As you can see, if we're moving this pawn, the king will go through there or through there. We have to hit him both times, so we can't move this pawn. It's making red. If we move this pawn, the king takes, and we have to take there with the bishop. If we moving here our bishop anywhere through there, except from this, the king could go through there. Means it has just one field, and that's this. Now the king is gonna to hit this pawn. Let's make a knight promotion, which is just carrying in only way, otherwise it would be a draw position. Now we have a classical Zugzwang position that the king can't move anywhere to, but that the king can't move anywhere, he gets eaten or captured by the knight. So let's finish it. They're standing knight versus king in the corner, so it should be the first move should be this. But we have here a rook, a knight, a pawn, and the bishop. Then let's try it out. We have here 8 options, and I think this should be possible. The king has no moves, and the pawn after this is the same position like here in chapter 3. This is called Godolski. It's a famous puzzle. I don't know, I think it made a guy called Godolski. You have here a rook, a knight, 2 pawns, and a king. At first, the first move is clear because you have to hit the rook here. The second is it's the same principle as in the 2 chapters before. The king has no moves except from h. We have once again the same principle. Now we're going in the corner, and after we make to a bishop, we can cut off the king. I know this puzzle before, so here, and we go through to there. Well, you have here two rooks, a bishop and a pawn. In the first move it looks slightly easy. You have a rook, it's white to move, and yes, as you can see, the rook is going to be capturing the bishop in the next move. That wouldn't be something bad. After capturing, if we make nothing and black's move after capturing, we lost the game because the rook would get eaten by our pawn. Because a rook versus pawn endgame is usually won by black or the rook, so we have to promote the pawn in the next two moves, as we have one temp more than him. If we're playing this, then this. Then we have to get rid of our rook. We have those two fields. If we go through there, we could promote to everything. It wouldn't help nothing if we could go through there. Let's try it out. And now we could use our knight, because then the rook will get in Zugzwang. Kind of obvious, the last move. This is mate in 6, how he said. We have here a king, a bishop, a knight, here a bishop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pawns and 1 queen. The first capture is in chapter with a queen. We have here two different ways to hit 2 pawns. I think we should use this because it's obviously. Now we should make a decision to. This is called intermediate. I think we have to use our queen there. Means we can move through there and through there. If we move to there, he can hit, and we won't have anything. We move through there, hitting, capturing, hitting, I don't know. Then we are here, and the bishop shouldn't have any moves anymore. Let's try it out. Yes, as you can see, so and we've won the game. Attacking of weak points using opponent pieces. I think, well, we should use our bishop, this pawn, the rook, and the knight. I won't tell you how many fingers there are on the board, I'm too lazy to that. I think we can play this, then he's hitting. Both sides are protected by the king or the bishop. But play this. If we going to go with the d pawn, playing this, this should be protected. Well, I'll try it. After f4 he could move this, so it would bring us nothing. Wait, that was for me way too fast. Here you have a5, could be protected by this. But if he playing this, the bishop to here, we are hitting with the bishop. He has to hit our knight, we are hitting with the king, and the rook is going to lose cannon. If he goes there with a knight, we are also hitting the pawn. Now he has two options. He can play king d1, which would be bad because d8, because after this capturing, the rook has to capture back, and the rook is going to be in a loose cannon. If the knight moves after this through there, we hit him, and the rook has to take a4. he's moving the knight, and now we are using this, and how you can see the rook will be clean your side of the board. Once again, over controlled squares. I like this. Well, overprotected squares, he said. Well, if he's inviting us, so nice. There we have a pawn and just many other figures. We could sack our king. That wouldn't be bad for this game, but here, if the knight would be standing here, those fields will be overprotected, and yes, you can see you can play this and easy in the end. Last chapter for this side. Last chapter for here, we can make a double attack, so it's called that. Maybe we should start with an obvious move like this. Now we could double attacking if you move our knight here, so and so the rook can't protect both, so it shouldn't be one. How he said, there's no way white can defend this. Now we have to pay attention, because if we are hitting here with the pawn, he could go in a one. Oh no, couldn't he? No, after this move white could play this, then we have to play this. After this we have to recapture, and it would be lost for us. What would happen after the king? This, and it would have here a cleaning move. So we should easily just. I'm a bit annoyed. Ah, well, we have here a pawn. You lost the forced mate. How bad can be one guy be? Try to calculate each capture. Well, I'm saying this should be the right capture. Oh, yes. I think I'm too dumb for it. I have to view. Oh. Ah. I've just calculated. So then, nice puzzle. We see you in the next video. I hope you enjoyed this and try this puzzle also, that I've shown you this. Maybe I'd like to, if you like this video, and leave a comment there. Yes, we see us in the next video.